Hey friends, it's David. It's Friday afternoon, and I hope that everybody has made it safely and happily through the weekday week and is able to slow down and take inventory as Friday nights were intended for. I don't know about you, but weeks can be especially wearying in this pandemic time, and I think it's because there is so much about right now that we just don't understand or know. We would like to understand what this virus is all about and how to carry ourselves safely and wisely and compassionately for others. And we would like to know also how long this is going to go on and when we can consider returning to a life that feels more like normal, especially when it comes to being together. The thing that eludes us the most right now is togetherness, in-person togetherness. And I know if your experience is like mine, you have missed out on some of that togetherness with your families this summer, maybe with your close friends because you've made a safe choice instead of the gathering choice. Our rituals of going away and congregating are just different right now. And nowhere is that more evident or true than in our church community life. We are not in person gathered as St. Luke's Presbyterian, and that is how we know our church family. That is how we came to find it dear, and that's how we have come to treasure it, is through the value we derive from being in person together as a community of faith. And so the not understanding, the not knowing how to carry ourselves, the not knowing how long this is going to go on is weighty, and it continues to weigh us down. And I want to offer a Friday afternoon's assurance to you that we at St. Luke's and we who serve St. Luke's in leadership are yearning. We are wanting to be together again, because even we who are considered pastors or staff people at St. Luke's, even we miss it. We miss it dearly, and we feel about it like I imagine many of you do, in the missing and the yearning and the wanting. And that's why we are so tirelessly and persistently preparing for that time that we are still waiting to figure out. But when that time comes, when it is wise and safe to consider small groups of gathering in person that will be food to our souls, we at St. Luke's are going to be prepared for that moment, and we are actively preparing for it. We are thinking through what is safe and what is possible in a cautious time like this, and what ways can we be together with priority for in-person gathering, but also an emphasis on the safest ways to gather by building our church online and continuing to find new and fresh and meaningful ways to stay connected with the help of our technologies. But we are in pursuit of our togetherness, and none of us will rest until we are in person together again. Now, the state of things is, as many of you follow like I do, the state of things is not especially confidence inspiring when it comes to the track of the virus in Georgia, in metro Atlanta, in DeKalb County. We follow these things daily, and the story, depending on how you look at it, has some concerning qualities, and it has some hopeful qualities. The concerning qualities are that community spread is still on the increase. More and more people every week are getting COVID-19, and that is what we have our eyes on. We aim to see minimal community spread, and then we will feel very confident that it is safe to begin gathering again. But we also, I think, have some hopeful things that we're observing in the numbers. It does seem that the exponential rise of community spread that was especially present in my last 2 check-ins, so kind of over the last month, it may be showing some different trends. It may be showing some slowing down, and the risks associated with COVID may be showing some different traits, given the movement of the virus and what we're learning about it all the time. So we are watchful, and we are yearning with you for safe in-person gathering, and we're preparing for the possibility that this fall might provide an opportunity for us to pilot and practice with strict attention to safekeeping some small groups that we will learn to get comfortable with first, and then we'll be working our way up from that as our comfort levels with gathering would increase, maybe over the course of the rest of the fall. But we are still a ways off from anything more than small group gathering with strict safekeeping. So that means that things that we really miss a lot, like corporate worship in the sanctuary with everybody back like it used to be, that is going to be one of the later things that comes about, because we're going to have to work our way up to that. But of course, that is our destination. That is where God will return us all to be together safely in the sanctuary, giving praise and thanks and all credit and honor to God. But in the meantime, this is what we have, and out of love and compassion for each other, for our community, especially for the marginalized and vulnerable around us, we are going to do only what's safe and what's safely possible. So that is the general check-in I have to give you, but we are working actively and preparing for a vibrant, vital fall that will include perhaps some safe piloted small group gatherings, but that will include a robust offering of connectivity online and study and worship. There are some really wondrous new things that are developing in our community life as a result of what's going on, and so we're embracing those, and I look forward to being God's people together with you in the modified ways that we have to do right now, but with the same passion and the same God spirit about everything that we do. So that's where we are. It also would appear that every one of my neighbors has decided that this is a really good time, now that the sun has gone down, to start running tools and mowing lawns. So I'm sorry for the background noise here. We are we're talking about what's on our tables and what we have preparing these days for our tables. So I'm going to just share with you, as a person who loves to grill food and who is spending an inordinate amount of time this summer attending to grilling vegetables. We have been trying to savor the fruits of the earth, and grilled vegetables is a great way to do that. So I'm preparing to grill some vegetables tonight to go with our pork tenderloin. And some of what we have going on is really simple. Eating principles in the Lowers household really focuses on at least two things. One is simplicity, We like things simple and quick and easy, but we also love deliciousness. And so simple and delicious are goals of Lower Cuisine, and goals I think we're going to meet tonight with these grilled vegetables. So I have these cut long ways in half zucchini squash, and have topped them with a little bit of olive oil. And then all I'm going to sprinkle on top of it is this magic stuff that is available in large quantities. You might have seen this at Costco, called the Blend, Kinder's The Blend. And that is just a mixture of salt, pepper, and garlic. And apparently it has magic in it too, because it is so delicious. And it's just tops off everything, everything that you might want. So I'm going to sprinkle this on to the zucchini squash. Set the zucchini squash skin side down on the face of the grill, and they're going to come out delicious in about 15 minutes. And then the other thing that we're going to do, we are zucchini and squash people, the Lowers are, and so we also have some yellow squash that I have cut up, and we have to add to that yellow squash, we have a nice big sweet Vidalia onion. And on top of that, we are going to throw a little butter, a couple pats of butter, and we're going to throw on some of Kroger's finest Worcestershire sauce, right? And so pats of butter, Worcestershire, and this delicious mix of the blend, salt, pepper, and garlic. And we're going to close this up and cover it up and throw it on the grill for about 10 to 15 minutes. It's going to soften up, and those flavors are going to pervade every one of those vegetables, and it's going to come out delicious and accompany our eating tonight in ways that will make us happy. I am mindful in all of this food talking we've been doing together lately that one of the most wondrous and interesting verses of Scripture I know is when Jesus says that, Paul says, God gives us enough seed to store away. We get enough soul food for the journey, however hard it's going to get. Then he says in a curious way, he says, and God will increase the harvest of your righteousness. So I love harvest imagery, and I love it applied to our spiritual lives. God will increase the harvest of our righteousness, which I take to mean if we stay focused on God, no matter what we're going through, God will increase the goodness that comes from us. I believe that's true with every fiber of my being, and I think we're witnessing to that truth and its reality in our lives as we stay connected together in faith and follow Jesus all the way. Take care. God bless y'all. I miss y'all. And we'll see you again Sunday. Peace.